What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Jordan back with another video, and today, I got the banger. I got the You looking at me? You looking at me? I got the banger for you, bro. I'm not right there. I'm looking. Got the bang. My bad. I had to shoot you. I got the banger for y'all today, bro. I got y'all the best cast sensitivity. Hold on, come over here. I gotta finish talking to you. Let me talk to you real quick. Thank you. I got the. Matter of fact, actually go back. Come back over here. Thanks. I got the best sensitivity for y'all today. I got the positioning guy. I got the sensitivity. You see the sensitivity on the screen right now. This is my sensitivity, what works good for me. The only thing I gotta tell y'all about this sensitivity is the only thing on cast that really matters is aim, assist, window, size. That's the only thing that actually matters. Everything else, out the window, out the window. You could just play with it. Of course it matters, but play with it. So I do suggest the sensitivity, but if you feel like you're over flicking, like for instance, like you're trying to flick to somebody and you're flicking too far away from them, then you need to turn up your aim your aim window size. But if you're not flicking hard enough, you need to cut it down. You need to cut it down. And if you need why, I already got an explanation in my previous video. That video will be at the top right now. Pop, pop, pop. You see it right there in the corner. So today we got the cast. The first thing we're going to start off with is his range. Kaz's range is from 20 to 25 meters, which means that is where he max ranges. 25 meters is where he can do the most damage. So that means you kind of want to play close with Kaz. But if he has a mercy pocket, might be the best character in the game. Not gonna talk about it though. The range isn't extended, but he can do more damage from a little further back. So he can still technically two-tap from about 27 meters with the Mercy Pocket because of the damage boost. And just to be clear, I'm not saying that he does the most damage from 25 meters. I'm talking about from 0 to 25 meters is where Cass really excels. So from 0 to 25 meters, he's going to get his most damage of 70 bullets per shot. But as you get further, the damage decreases, which means instead of being able to one shot to the body, one shot to the head, you have to do 2 to the body and 1 to the head. So now that we're done talking about his primary fire, Cass also has a secondary fire called Fan the Hammer, which does 50 damage per shot. And the thing about Fan the Hammer is, however many bullets are left in the clip, it's going to be how many bullets Fan the Hammer. For instance, I'm going to shoot 4 shots, and the last 2 are going to be Fan the Hammer, just to show you. As you see. So however many bullets you have, that's going to be the amount of bullets left that you're going to fan the hammer with. And this is really good against characters like Tracer, Sombra. So the next thing we have to talk about is McCree's grenade. Sorry, Cassidy, my bad. Is Cassidy's grenade. His grenade is actually what makes him an amazing duelist, combined with his roll ability that we will get into next. His grenade actually stops all movement abilities, okay? So meaning people basically soldier can't run, Tracer can't blink or recall, Reaper can't wraith, and these are just like a list of things that people can't do, which I will show right now that you can see for yourself. They can't do anything but basically die. And he's a really good duelist against the best duelist in the game, Tracer, being able to one-shot her, hit her with a grenade. She can't do anything about it. It's guaranteed death. So the way you want to use this grenade is in 1v1 duels, or to even stop some ultimates, which we will get into later. You don't want to just be throwing his grenade out, because his grenade is what makes him a really good character and why he's so annoying to play against. Now against these characters, you also have to be able to hit your shots, because while the grenade is on them, they can't move. They can move, but their base movement speed is required. Sorry to interrupt, but yeah, the grenade also stops Junker Queen ult. Forgot to show that. Get back to the video. I'm sorry. It's decreased by, I believe, 25%. So it literally allows you to get free shots off, which allows for guaranteed kills. So now we're going to talk about McCree's role. Cassidy's role. This role allows you to take 75% more damage. So it means it's a 75 reduction tool, which means he can survive the ult of the ults like Diva Bomb, Junkrat Tire, and Tracer Pulse Bomb. He can actually survive 2 Tracer Pulse Bombs, which is kind of stupid, but yes, he can do that. So because of this also makes him a really good duelist. and these allow you to survive for a very long time. But when you see these things, you cannot panic and you have to time it perfectly. So now we're on to another part, which is the ult. We're going to explain how the ult works. The ult is actually health based. The ult has nothing to do with time. Time has no equator to anything in it. It's basically based off your health. So if you're a Tracer, the lowest HP character in the game, the ult is going to hit you, like you will die from the ult a lot faster. But if you're like Bastion or something, it's going to take a lot longer. Actually, I'll show you guys this so you can know exactly what I mean. So as you see, as the ult is going on in the background, when you're going against a character like Tracer, the ult will come a lot faster because she only has 150 HP. But when you're going against somebody like Bastion, it's going to take a couple more seconds because he has more HP. And to even prove this fact along more, that you can see Winston normally has 550 HP, but when he's in his ult, he has 1,000. That's why it takes so long for the ult to kill Winston compared to every other character in the game. And now I'm going to show you guys that he also has damage reduction in his ult as well. And this is to also show you guys that if you spin your head for some reason, I don't know why, but the ult comes faster. Don't mind the teabag. So now we're going to talk about McCree's ult even more and what can take him out of his ult. So we're talking about like Orisa jabs. Diva Matrix doesn't take him out of his ult, but she can eat all the bullets. Same thing with Orisa spin. Hog can take him out of his ult. I say Hog, I mean Hog. Hook. Anything that stuns can take you out of the ult. And also Sombra Hack. Do not forget Sombra Hack. So here's a little tip for when you're going against Sombra. Wait till she hacks you first. Because if she hacks you and then you use your ult, she can't hack you again unless she solo ult you. Then that's just what it is. But other than that, use that tip so you can actually get really effective McCree ults off. Cassidy, I'm sorry. So I'm going to let this play while I briefly explain positioning to you guys. So McCree Cassidy is what we will call a main DPS. Meaning he has to somewhat play around his team to get the most valuable. So that means like playing around a tank or playing around support. He's really good against dive comps. So dive comps are Doomfist, Lucio, Kiri. Well, Lucio isn't really dive. He's more like brawl and rush. Lucio, Kiriko, Moira, Tracer, Reaper. He's really good against all these characters, and he's also a really good character to use to protect somebody. So let's just say, for instance, you're playing a game and you realize that your Ana keeps dying. Like literally a Sombra is just farming your Ana. You can switch to McCree to basically counteract this because of the fact that if she tries to dive your Ana and you're right there, if you hit her with your nade, it's a guaranteed kill as long as you can hit your shots. You have to hit your shots. That is the most important thing because the grenade, yeah, it does damage, but you can't do nothing unless you hit your shots. So he plays really well into these team comps. He's really good against dive, and he's also really good if your team is running a brawl/rush team comp. So that's like Lucio Brig. Rush is more like brawly. So Lucio Brig, he's really good with Reinhardt. He's really good with Orisa. Characters that can hold space and not be too mobile is where Cassidy really excels because of his 1v1 potential and his duelist potential. He's even a shield breaker. So I'm putting you guys in a scenario of what you guys are actually supposed to do. So let's just say both tanks are right here looking at where I'm looking right now. 2 Reinhardts or whatever tanks you want it to be, it does not matter. And y'all both taking shots at each other right here. Boom, boom. Y'all both shooting at each other. Your typical really bad lobby. What you want to do is you want to go up these stairs. Now, I'm not saying this for every game or every map. It also depends on the composition. But what you want to do is you want to make people look at you so it's easier for your team to do things, especially if you have a mercy pocket. See, right now, if you're up here, you're creating really good shots for your team and yourself. So it makes it to where they either have to focus on you or they have to focus on your team. It's basically a pick your poison type of thing. And if you have a mercy pocket, you can basically come all the way over here for free unless the entire team pushes you. But if the entire team pushes you, that means that your team is going to be able to push their team for free. So let's just say that both of the teams that you guys have both chokes right here, around there, and here. So both teams are playing right there. You basically can play up here for free with a mercy pocket, and you have to force them to look at you unless somebody is right there. Then they're going to be contesting you. Other than that, you guys can play. You can play right here for free. And this is what I mean by making people turn their heads 90 degrees. This is what I mean. This is how you win the games. Because if they all come look at you, that means that your team pushes for free. But if they don't look at you, then they're going to die to you. So now, this is what off angling is. This is how to correctly off angle. And you don't even have to play from up here. You guys can even play from behind the little statue that's on the left. So, yeah, this is exactly what I mean by what I say. Now, with the mercy pocket, he can indeed actually go on flanks because he has a mercy pocket. If somebody tries to dive him, they consistently get two tapped because of his really high damage. And I believe he does about 160 or 155 with the damage boost with the headshot, and that's a lot of damage. Can one-shot tracer. Man, it's too much. That's my main character. I'm sorry I had to get into that. But so with the mercy pocket, he's actually really able to go on these flanks with the mercy because you can't really contest him with the mercy pocket because he does too much damage, and especially if he's doing fan the hammer, yeah, you're really going to get deleted. So make sure the only thing that you can do while going for these flanks is if you have a mercy pocket or if you have your ult as well, because your ult, it's really good on flank. Just make sure that they're not looking at you, because if they look at you and you get hit with some cooldowns and your team isn't able to peel fast enough, then you're gonna die and you just basically just made it a 4v5. It was stupid. It was dumb. So to wrap this up, make sure that you can make your enemies look 90 degrees away, meaning turn their heads to the side to look at you. If they're turning their heads to the side, you're doing a really good job on McCree. Or play with your team if you're running like a flex DPS. So McCree, Cassidy, Sombra, Cassidy, Echo. These are the characters that you can somewhat play behind your team with. But if you're running two main DPS, Cree Soldier, Cassidy Soldier, I'm sorry. Then if your soldier is not going to make people turn their heads 90 degrees, or if you guys are not getting picks, then you have to take it upon yourself to do these things. Guys, remember, all you got to do is make sure you're making people turn their heads, you're getting good shots in, and you're playing their correct positioning. Follow this, and you guys will rank up. Have a blessed day. Tell somebody you love them. Peace.